today's episode we're going to be talking Facebook, and I think you guys really enjoy the tips and information that my good friend Brian Bagnall is going to be sharing with you. Brian really is somebody that is like an insider of Facebook, if that could actually be told like that. He's an expert on social media, and I think the information that he has to share with you is really great. So first of all, Brian, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Ernesto. I appreciate it.
It's really cool to have you here. We've really been enjoying a number of days here together, hanging out, having a good time, having a laugh.
Absolutely.
And all of the things that you have been sharing with me are really great, and it would be great if you can just share it with the audience. So first of all, can you tell the guys what's exactly what you've been up to in the past year?
Well, I've been using Facebook ads to drive traffic to webinars is really what I've been doing, because that's where I can get the highest EPCs and all that kind of stuff. So
what is EPCs?
Sorry, earnings per click. Sorry about that. With my webinar is getting $11 EPC. So Facebook traffic, driving traffic about $1 a click. It's working out really well. So that's what I've been doing.
Very cool. And how are you actually driving traffic to your webinars using Facebook?
Facebook ads is what I'm doing, and you want me to go into Facebook ads, what they are, what they do?
Yeah. Well, I think it'll be a good idea if you
sure.
actually give us some practical tips in how to use Facebook ads to generate traffic that do not cost a fortune, because that's one of the biggest fears from people is, I go there and the cost per click that Facebook recommends is very, very high.
Yeah. I'll usually do a third, just on that. I'll usually, Facebook will give you a range of, what they expect you to bid. They'll say 50 cents to $1, for instance, and I usually take a third of the higher amount. So if it's $1, I'll start off at a third, that's 33 cents. That's what I'll start bidding at. I'll see what kind of traffic I get, and we'll go from there. So if you're getting a lot of traffic and you're cool with that, keep it where it's at. If you're not getting enough, raise it up a little bit and keep trying that. But Facebook ads are cool. You basically get to choose the exact customer you want. And the really cool thing about Facebook is the keywords section, where you get to choose, stuff that people put in their profiles, and you can target them that way. But for the Facebook ads, it's an image, it's a headline, and it's body copy. And the image itself is about 70% of the effectiveness of the ad. So what I usually recommend people do is throw about 30 ads up there, use a bunch of cool images, throw text in your images, put little red outlines around your images, whatever you can do to make it stand out.
I keep on hearing that actually having pictures of a nice looking woman does that work? Is not recommended? What do you think?
Yes, it's true. It really increases attention to your ad. However, Facebook is really not. If it doesn't fit in with what you're advertising, Facebook is really disproving those ads heavily now. So if it worked, maybe you got a workout product or something like that, or a fitness product, I mean that would work. But if like for me, if I was advertising a Facebook how-to Facebook product, and I had a picture of a really good-looking girl, it really wouldn't be synergetic with. Is that a word, synergetic?
Yeah, I see what you mean. So. Now, one more question on the pay-per-click, which I think is very relevant towards what I do. So it's actually for my personal benefit, but I think it's going to be also for the benefit of the audience. I've noticed that Facebook uses either impression ads, so cost per thousand, or cost per click. I've noticed that whenever I actually turn the click for impressions, my click price normally goes down.
Yeah.
What do you recommend using? Which one of the two?
Well, I usually recommend people start off with cost per click, because they may not know how to write ads very well right away, so they may not get a whole lot of clicks. So it'll usually, when you're starting off, it'll usually be cheaper to start off on cost per click. But as you become really good at writing ads and picking good images and doing good split testing and all that kind of stuff, then I recommend testing, split testing between cost per click and cost. They call it CPM, or cost per 1,000 impressions. Then I recommend doing that test, and if you can write good ads, usually you can get cheaper traffic with CPM.
Yeah. Cool. Super cool. Okay, I would love to continue talking about all these things, because I'm very passionate about what you do, and I really like it. But unfortunately, we have a very short span of time on the show.
Yes.
So it would be great if you let the audience know where they can get in touch with you, so that they will learn more about Facebook.
Absolutely. I mean, the best way to get in touch with me is to go to free fbwebinar.com. That's F-R-E-E, FB as in Facebook, webinar, webinar.com. And there's tons of great information on my webinar. So
that's very, very cool. Well, I mean, as I was telling you, I really recommend you to go to Brian's website. I mean, I definitely, as in every single one of my episodes, I give the people that my guests, I give him the highest endorsement. He's a very knowledgeable person, and I think that you're gonna definitely benefit from getting in touch with him. So, Brian, thank you for being on the show.
Thanks, Ernesto, I appreciate it.
And now it's time that we go to our next segment, which is one app a day keeps boredom away.
Now, Find My iPhone is really great, but what if you could find your family and friends? Well, today we're announcing a new app called Find My Friends. And when you launch it, you see a list of your family and friends that are sharing their location with you. So now when I'm in Disneyland, for example, I can easily see where my family is.
Well, this pretty much wraps it up for today. I hope that you have enjoyed the show, and I hope that you see us next week in the next episode of Amazing Websites Television. Once again, this is Ernesto Verdugo, and this is a show where intelligent people like you come find the tools to change the rules. Bye-bye. He knows already. On today's episode, I have a good friend of mine. Let me just introduce you to him. His name is oh my God, Brian.
Oh my!
On today's episode, I'm gonna